I'm Shirley. This is the first part of a mandate that I received from the Lord to write my story of how I struggled to hear His voice. As I was writing, I sensed it needed to be recorded. This was confirmed many times and in many ways. Now, if God had said up front that I would be video recording some of my journey, I would have run away, probably ended up in a whale. But God, in His grace and mercy, He doesn't give us the complete picture up front. When God told me 6 years ago to move to Cape Town, I would have run a mile if I had known what was coming. I would have probably sabotaged things and made a mess. You see, I had been in the dry, lonely wilderness for about 15 years where God was quiet, or so I thought. So on Sunday morning, the 3rd of February 2019, God spoke to me during worship. I had been on a week's fast and was waiting on Him for direction. I had been weeping throughout worship when I heard the Lord say very clearly, "Shirley, will you write your story of how you struggled to hear my voice?" I knew immediately it was God, and I said, "Yes, Lord." Again, He said with more determination, "Shirley, will you write your story of how you struggled to hear my voice?" This time it was louder and stronger. I said, "Yes, Lord." He asked again, but this time it sounded like a thunderous roar. "Shirley, will you write your story of how you struggled to hear my voice?" God asked the same question 3 times, upon which I answered yes each time. But after the 3rd time, I was shaken. And I realized that this was serious. And I said emphatically, "Yes, Lord. Yes, 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 I will." Let me start by saying that I used to think that prophecy was for others, that I could not prophesy, let alone hear the voice of God. In my insatiable hunger and desperate desire to grow in hearing God's voice, in the face of my own insecurities, I eventually discovered that I was in fact able to do both. The best part of this journey is that I discovered how just incredibly wonderful and valuable the written word of God is, and also just how much prophecy matters. I was healed and delivered of deep wounds and hurts, and overcame a mountain of obstacles in the process. In later episodes, as the Lord leads, I will talk about how I overcame those struggles. I discovered that this glorious quest to hear God's voice facilitated the discovery of my own. So I invite you to join me as I revisit my very first encounter with God, where He captured my heart and my attention.